Namaskar, dear devotees and friends. It's a great opportunity for me to be here in this beautiful city and in this asrama. London, the name, has a great significance for the Indians. In different way, the political, educational, economical, and social. So many things happened, and days passed, and ultimately the waves after waves of Indian thoughts and philosophy that has reached this shore, and along with Swami Vivekananda. And we are here in 2025 and going to step into 26. And in this juncture, in a beautiful way, we'll be discussing a great call that was given by Swami Vivekananda: come, become man, Yesho, Manusho. And that is very, very essential. But before that, I'd like to congratulate the Sanchita. There's a beautiful two songs. Just in Hindi, they say Mahal Bana Diya. If you understand the Hindi, that means the environment has already been created. The Mahal Bana Diya, and the beautiful song of the Kabir Das. And Kabir was a Muslim by birth, but a Hindu in practice, spiritual practice. And when he said that, the God, you are my master, and I am your servant, Dasa Kavira. Dasa means the servant. The servant, the moment we say the servant, we always think, oh, that is a low thing. But it's not. The servant means complete dedication. So that the Kavira said that you are my master, O Lord, and I am your servant. And that is the way. But when we are going to realize the truth, and that is in a different way, we like to know ourselves. And as a human being, we know the potentiality. There are so much of things out there. When a child is crawling, we do not know what is going to happen to him, but someday he will be a great personality. So that his potentiality is already there. Now we have to help the child, the baby, to grow into and manifest. That is exactly what the philosophy, the religion, they do. And that is nothing but giving him the idea, heart, the idea that you are divine. Tattvam asi. That is a great Mahavakya. But before we go into the subject, Esho Manusho, come become man, let us recite this Stotra Dashakam, the 10 stotras that was composed by Swami Ramakrishna Nanda ji for Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. So many of you must be knowing it, but let me sing, chant from here, and then you repeat after me. Brahma Rupa Madhi Madhya Shesha Sarva Bhasakam Bhava Shatkahina Rupa Nitya Satya Advayam. This is the tune, and all the stotras are like this. Brahma Rupa Madhi Madhya Shesha Bhava बस आपने तो हमारा दीन बना दिया. So I need not to sing so much, you already know. Bang manoti gocharancha neti neti bhavitam tam namami deva deva Ramakrishna Ishwaram. Ramakrishna Ishvara. It's not Bhagavan, the Ishvara, he said. Aditeha viharam surari daitya nashakam sadhu shishta kamadam mahi subhara harakam swatma rupa tattvakam yuge yuge cha darshitam. Together. Tam namami deva. Tvam namami deva. I bow down to that Ramakrishna, and who is Deva Deva, is the God of gods. And that Ramakrishna, Ishvara, I bow down. Sarva Bhuta Sarga Karma Sutra Bandha Karanam Sarva Bhuta Swarga Karma. It is not Swarga, Sarga, not Bafala. There is no Bafala. When there is a Bafala, Swarga, that is heaven. And without Ba, and that means this word. Sarva Bhuta Sarga Karma Sutra Bandha Karanam Jnana Karma Papa Punya Taratamya Sadhanam Buddhi Vasa Sakshi Rupa Sarva Karma Bhasanam. Where you live in my buddhi, in my intellect, how you live as a Shakshi, as a witness. He doesn't do anything, just witnessing. Buddhi Vasa Sakshi Rupa Sarva Karma Bhasanam. You observe all works, every work. And how we do we work? And there are three ways we work. We must know again and again the three ways we work. One physically, kaika, then bachika, through words, and also manasika, by thoughts. So these three type of works he is observing. Where? Sitting within me, in my intellect. Buddhi Vasa Sakshi Rupa Sarva Karma Bhasanam Tamna Sarva Jiva Papa Nasha Karanam Bhaveshwaram. He is the master who can give us freedom from all our sins, all the mistakes that we have committed and we are going to commit. Sarva Jiva Papa Nasha Karanam Bhaveshwaram. And therefore, to remove our sins, to give us the liberty, he himself has taken the human form. Swikritancha garvabasa dehadhana idrisham yapi tvam salilaya cha ena dibya jivanam. His pain, that life, the holy life, the divine life, who? That Lord of Lords. He has come in the form of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna to guide us in this modern age. Therefore, Tam Namami Ramakrishna Tam Na. How he is giving us the teaching? Tullalostra kanchanancha hiyaniyaधिगतम् स्त्रीषु नित्यमातृभाव शक्तिरूपभावुकम्. The first two ways, he is saying the gold that you see is so costly, but it is nothing but a lump of earth. So it is like tulla, lostra kanchana. Lostra means just a lump of earth, and kanchana is the gold. Heyaneya dhigatam. Don't consider that is too much. And strishu nitya, matri bhava. And all the women that you see, you must think about the mother, and they are the source of Shakti, the power of God. Tullalostra kanchanancha heyaniyadhigatam स्त्रीषु नीतमातृभाव शक्तिरूप भावुकम्. Then he gives Jnana Bhakti Bhukti Mukti. Both the things he gives. If you want the bhoga, you want to enjoy these worldly things, that also he can give. He can give jnana, knowledge, bhakti, devotion, then bhukti, all the enjoyment of the world, mukti, the liberation, shuddha buddhidayakam, and again he can give the pure thought. Jnana bhakti bhukti mukti. Shuddha buddhidayakam tam na tam na sarva dharma gamma mula satya tattva deshakam siddha sarva sampradaya sampradaya barjitam. Sarva dharma gamya mula satya. All the truth that is there in all paths that is leading to the goal, that means the God or the Supreme, he passed through that. He practiced that. And after reaching over there, he said, all paths are leading to the same goal. Sarva dharma gamya moola satya tattva. Tattva means the truth. Deshakam. A different type of paths are there, but all are leading to the same goal. This is the unique way in this modern age Sri Ramakrishna proved. Long back in the Veda, they said, Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Badanti. Now that Sat was the truth that Atman, the Brahman, Vipra, that means all the rishis, they call it by various names. Sometimes Brahman, sometimes Paramatma, sometimes Atma, like that. But now in the modern age, it is not like that. It is all different paths: Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Buddhism, Jainism, Sikhism, Hinduism, all isms are there. Taoism, so many isms are there. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he reached to the core of that and said, any path you take sincerely, and you will reach the same goal. That is the greatest contribution for the modern age by Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. Sarva dharma gamya moola satya tatya deshakam siddha sarva sampradaya. This is a wonderful way Ramakrishna Nandaji mentioned. Anyone can choose his own path, can make your own path. There's no problem. Sometimes some people will say that we will get up at 8 o'clock in the morning, then we will go for jogging, then we'll come and have breakfast, then we'll take meditation. But it's also his path. Not that early morning you have to get up and all that. The rishis, they used to sleep for a long time because that was dark. So they used to go to bed in the early, say 9 o'clock, 7 o'clock, like that. They used to get up at 3. Nowadays, we cannot. So up to 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, we are working. So you will take. You can make that, no problem. Or sometimes you are uttering Sanskrit or in your own language, no problem. Sampradaya. Sampradaya, your own path, not Sampradaya. The Sampradaya and Sampradaya, my path is the only path. The moment you say, that is Sampradaya. The Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, you can make your own path. You can follow any path because all paths are leading to the same goal. But don't say your path is the only path. But why we fight? Because of our ego. I have chosen this thing, so everyone should make that. That wonderfully Ramakrishna Nandaji mentioning, Sarva dharma gamya moola satya tatya deshakam siddha sarva sampradaya sampradaya varjitam. One O and A. If you miss, then the whole meaning goes. Sharva Shastra Marmadarshi Sharva Biniraksharam. One of the direct disciples of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he was a great student of Vedanta. So he used to come and spend some time with Sri Ramakrishna. Then he stopped coming. Sri Ramakrishna inquired, what's the matter? Why he is not coming? No, he is studying Vedanta. What is it? Please tell him to come once. And when he came, he said, what is there in your Vedanta? Whole Vedanta. Only one way, he said, Brahmashatra Jagat Mitta. Is there anything else? We are reading all the Upanishads and then explaining it and rewriting and so many things. We are spending so much of time. But actually, what is there? Brahma Satya. Satya means eternal. When you say Satya, Satya means the truth. But Sanskrit Satya means eternal. Brahma Satya. It is eternal. And what is Brahman? Consciousness. What is Jagat? Temporary manifestation. Mithya. That's all mithya. Not that it is not there. It is there, but temporary. Brahma Satya Jagat Mit. Sharva Shastra Marmadarshi. Marma means the gist he knew. Sharva Shastra Marmadarshi. Sarva Binniraksharam. Then Tamna Charudarsha Kalika Sugita Charu Gayakam Kirtaneshu Matvabacha Nitya Bhava Vyubalam. He was a great singer of Kali. Kali, Bhagavan, Ma Kali, that's called Kali Kirtan. And then also the Krishna Kirtan. Sometimes we say Kirtan means about the Lord Krishna. Kali Kirtan is also, both he knew. Not only that, when Swami Vivekananda realized that Ma Kali, and he was so in great joy, and he came to Sri Ramakrishna and requested, can you please teach me a song so that I can express my happiness, my joy? When a person is happy, he wants to, sometimes people will just shout. You will see in the game, suppose he have a goal or bucket or something, immediately they will show, they will shout like that, expression of joy. And when Swami Vivekananda saw the goddess Kali all leaving everywhere, he was in great joy, came to Sri Ramakrishna to learn. And Sri Ramakrishna taught him a Kali Kirtan. Charu Darsha Kalika Sugita Charu Gayakam. Charu means beautiful. Kirtaneshu Matvavacha Nitya Bhava Vyuvalam. When he was singing, he used to go along with the meaning. And the Vyuvala used to forget the environment, the place where he was. Supadeshadayakam hi Shokatapabarakam. When people used to come afflicted, then he used to talk to them so wonderfully. All their sufferings, he as if he used to take away, and they used to be free from that. Supadeshadayakam hi Shokatapabarakam. Tam nam. Pada Padma Tatta Bodha Shanti Saukhya Dayakam Sakta Chitta Bhakta Sunu Nitya Bitya Bardhakam Dambhidarpadaranantu निर्भयं जगद्गुरुं तं नमामि। तं पंचवर्ष बाल भाव युक्त हंस रूपिणम् सर्वलोकरञ्जनम् भवाब्धिसङ्गभञ्जनम् शान्ति सौख्य सद्मजीव जन्म भीति नाशकम् तं नमामि। त्वं नमामि। He was as simple as a 5 years old boy. And sometimes Mathur Babu, he was a landlord, so naturally the rich people, in those days, and nowadays also, they have the habit of doing something. So wives are curious where they are going. So she asked the wife of Mathur Babu, Baba, you should go with Mathur and see where he is going. Mathur was in trouble. He was supposed to go to someone. But then afterwards, Mathur was going here, the Baba will be always with him because he has given the word to the wife. Then ultimately, Mathur Babu asked him to sit in the car, in the carriage, and went upstairs. He came back and reported. He never allowed to go up. So I don't know who was there, but he went and met and came back. So he just like a 5 years old boy. He was simple like that. But at the same time, Yukta Hamsa Rupinam. Hamsa means the swan. Those who have read the Bhagavata, the all pervading, the God who is not having any form, first time revealed as a Hamsa. The Brahma who got the order to create, he was going on creating the rishis, then the four brahmacharis. He was very happy. Sanaka, Sananda, Sanatan, Sanat Kumar. Now, these four boys started coming and asking the same question to Brahma. You have created us, right? Well, yes. So that means you are our father. Yes. Who is your father? He said, this is Parabrahma, all pervading. No, we can see our father. Can you see your father? And if you can see your father, why we can't see your father? Now, every day they used to come. Then ultimately, Brahma went and prayed and meditated. The Supreme Lord, it is impossible for me to answer these boys. Now, you do something for them. Then he said, okay, I will come and meet them. First time, the god came in the form of a huge that swan. Why swan? Because that is symbolic. The God may come to this world, but will never be contaminated with the worldly things. And that is the symbol of the swan. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Parama means the biggest, the supreme. He is there, the God is there in this world, but all the jealousy, the hatred, and all those things are not attached by, it's not contaminating or touching the Lord. So, first time he came as a supreme, that's why I mentioned, he's mentioning over here, Yukta Hamsha Rupinam. He came in the form of the swan. Last stanza. धर्महानहारकम् त्वधर्मकर्मबारकम् लोकधर्मचारणञ्च सर्वधर्मकोविदम् त्यागी गेहि सेभ्य नित्य पावनाङ्घ्रि पंकजम्. Did you notice this wonderfully mentioned? The God can be worshipped in the same way by, that is Tyagi and Gehi. Tyagi means the monks, those who have given up, and the Gehi, those who are in the household. Tyagi, Gehi, Sebhya, they can worship Nitya every day. Pavanangri Pankajam, that the pure God we can worship. How? Sri Ramakrishna himself introduced. He trained some boys who used to directly come. They were young, educated. They used to dedicate their time and service directly to Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. And the householders used to come and support them. They will be bringing the provisions for their food, their clothing, and sometimes donate some money. All these things. Till today, same thing is going on. But the effect is the same. When the monks are here in the ashrama, they are also worshipping the God through different way, sometimes ritualistic, sometimes intellectual, sometimes spiritual. And all this way they are serving you people by supporting them, getting the same benefit. So this is the Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he himself organized, and Ramakrishna Nandaji is mentioning त्यागी गेहि सेभ्य नित्य पावनाङ्घ्रि पंकजम् तं नमामि देवदेव रामकृष्ण ईश्वरं त्वं नमामि देव रामकृष्ण ईश्वरं त्वं नमामि. Now the question is, we are going to discuss about Swami Vivekananda. Then why we are chanting the Stotra Darshakam of Sri Ramakrishna? Because Swami Vivekananda is nothing but Sri Ramakrishna himself. Sri Ramakrishna, the God, gave his training, complete training, and not only that, he entered into the personality, the person of Swami Vivekananda. Those who have read the biography, you must be knowing that. When these young boys, they used to attend on him, and one day it was Naren, the young Vivekananda, it was his duty. So he was sitting a little distance and watching what Sri Ramakrishna is doing. Sometimes he will be wanting water, or sometimes you have to help him to move like that. So these young boys, they used to attend. Narendra, who was sitting and looking at him, suddenly he noticed that Sri Ramakrishna, without blinking, looking at him, and not only that, from his two eyes, something like the electrical current entering into his body and changing his personality. And he shouted, "Lo, the old man entered into me." That happened. And then Sri Ramakrishna said, "I gave my everything to you." Why? Because Sri Ramakrishna took the form of Vivekananda. So whatever Vivekananda said is Sri Ramakrishna's words. The Sri Ramakrishna that he said. So that is the reason when Vivekananda, he gave the call, Chile Poshu, Hoiacho Mano, Eva Devota Hoite Hoibe. Before that, he gave the call, Esho, Manusha. Now to whom? To the human being only. And why he said, come and become human? Because human, there's a wonderful thing. Just by birth, we cannot become human. Just by birth, the birds become birds, animals become animals, reptiles become reptiles. They do not go to school to practice to become a reptile. But how come we, after the birth as a human being, are not human? Subhuman, sometimes people will say, because of the behavior. Then why? Because the human, it is the changes that is necessary. There's a beautiful stotra, the sloka about this. They say, Janmanat jayate shudra. Just by birth, one become a low, it is not the by the caste, but the culture, low cultured one. The culture, when some people are talking, sitting, one person will be going on talking so loudly. हाँ जी कितना करके 10 रुपया पहले तो बोला 8 रुपया. He will be having his business over there and disturbing everyone. So he is a rich man, he is a good businessman, but uncultured. A culture is completely different. What is culture? I am not going to disturb anyone through my behavior, through my words, through my things. That is called cultured one. So that is the way we have to understand. The people, they are flying in the, must be having money, otherwise they are flying from India to America, must be having money. But the moment the plane is landed, immediately, when they say, now you can open your belt, immediately they will take down their bag and run to the front, as if 1 minute is so precious. Time is money, time should be. So they're learning. But that is not culture. You have to wait because the other people are there. So this is the culture. You can understand a person's mind by seeing how he's keeping his shoes. A very restless person, his left shoe will be here and right shoe will be other. So he needs another person to collect it. Sir, you're sure. This is the way, this is called culture. The culture is the one thing that you learn in your family and in your society. That is the wonderful culture. The Janmanath Jayate Shudra. When you are born, you are that low culture. The baby will be crawling on the floor and then putting everything on the mouth. Because the children, they understand things to taste. So anything and everything they will be putting in the mouth. But the mother will come and the aunties will come, the other people, you should not do this, you should not do that. Slowly, slowly they understand, I am not going to do this. Maybe the puppy will do, maybe the pushy will do, pushy cat, but I am not going to do it. Because I am a human being. So Janmanat Jayate Shudra, then Samaskarat Dvija Uchyate. We all know Dvija means Brahmana. Second birth, they will have a Jagga Upavita, Dvija. But actually it is culture. By culture, we become truly human being. Uncultured human being, no, they are not considered as a human. So you must be having this culture. So Janmanath Jayate Shudra, then Samaskarat Dvija Uchyate. Vedadhyashi Bhavid Vipra. When you are a learned person, you are a Vipra, a knowledgeable person. And the society should respect you because you have collected the knowledge and you are utilizing that knowledge for the benefit of the society. Human society is a completely different society than the animals and others. You cannot compare with them. Human society is an excellent society. And they are utilizing their knowledge for the benefit of the society. In exchange, they're getting some money. So that's called Veda. Veda means knowledge. Not that all the time Upanishad. Veda means Upanishad, but the Veda means knowledge. Any type of knowledge. Vedadhyashi Bhaved Vipra. You know that in our Bagbaja, Calcutta, at the mother's house, one doctor came and he treated all the patients that were there. And when he's going away, Ma Sharada Mani asked all the children, go and touch his feet. Offer pranam. Others whispered, other ladies, we are Brahmins. How can you touch his feet? He's not a Brahman. He's not a Brahmin. Mother said, but he's such a learned person. He's a doctor. He's helping you and giving you the medicine so that you can become free from your suffering. Is he not a Brahmana? See, Ma Sharadamani Devi. So long before. And this is called culture. But even today, there will be people in some places. If you ask for the water, hey, open your shirt. Do you have the Yaggovavita? No water. Go. I am dying in thirst, but they won't give if you are not a Brahmin. They won't allow to touch your well because you are not having this. These are all ignorant people. They are not human at all. Forget about the religion. They think they are great religious people, but actually illiterate and completely not even human. So they don't understand who is a Vipra. Vedadhyashi bhavet Vipra. But the Vipra also should have the respect. So I went to see, I'm not naming that hospital, it's a private hospital. Very rich people, they can be there. And I found suddenly that one young man, at the middle age, and the shirts are open, and so many gold chains are there, and in the hand also so many the red and yellow different type of trades are there, and he's sitting and shouting. Then I was whispering the gentleman who took me there. His wife was in that hospital. How come this type of people are here? They are hooligans type. Why he should be there in the... No. He is a doctor. And he said, he is treating my wife and he's a doctor. Oh my God. So now doctor is sitting like this and shouting, hey, just like the Hindi cinema, the villain. Now, how can you respect a doctor? And if he comes, hey, are you all right? And the patient will die over there. Sir, you need not to take much trouble. I'm going. So the doctors, they have a type of way to talk to people, a very decent, very encouraging. And if you see a doctor, you feel, oh, I am relieved, the doctor has come. Otherwise, that is culture. That is Veda. That is knowledge. And when people, they see a monk, oh, there's a very holy person, always truthful, always helpful, always cooperative, always friendly. So that should be. Otherwise, how it is? When you see a uniformed person, we are safe. A uniformed person has come. He's foolish and he's supposed to protect me. But if the foolish is behaving other way, then culture. That is why they say, this is called religion. Esho manusha. Come become human. So one person should become responsible of his own duties and responsibilities. He should know what he's supposed to do and how he should perform. And finally, Brahma Janati Brahmana. Who can be considered as a Brahmana? He who has realized God, the Brahman, the all-pervasive consciousness. And how he will know that he has realized Brahman? He'll be full of love. For him, there is no separation. He cannot say, this is my countryman, that is not mine, this is this language, that is that. No. Because for him, everything is nothing but the same consciousness, manifesting through different forms and names. So for him, it is only love. A true lover of humanity is a Brahmagyani. And sometimes we see that Brahmagyani means he will touch and the pain in the leg will go, or I was traveling in a train, then the opposite, one family was traveling, a little girl, long back. She was looking at me. Then I thought, hey, just I showed like that. Immediately she asked, can you read my palm? I'm sorry, I don't. Then why you have become a monk? And that is true. That means, even the children, they are thinking monk and holy person means something, this type of miraculous thing they should do. No. It may be, but miraculous is See, I'm talking over here, and then all over the world, people can see me. Is that a miracle? This is miracle. And the science has done the miracle. How? By utilizing the nature. They harness the nature, utilize that, and then throwing my photo and my sound to everywhere. Miracle. But that has nothing to do with the spirituality. Spirituality makes a person a lover. That's why Swami Vivekananda, when introducing Sri Ramakrishna, he said, about Sri Ramakrishna, I can only say Love, personified. Sri Ramakrishna is only love. And how he used to love? Love for each and everyone. Sometimes the monks, they won't mix with people, they won't talk, but they will be all the time with 5 dogs and so many other things. The 10 cats and 5 dogs, and monk is happy. Why, you know? Because tremendous ego. Either inferiority complex or superiority complex, whatever, can't mix with the human being. For the animals, it is okay. Animals are not at all above him, whatever way. And that's why they can love animals, but they are not the human being. If you go and worship this God in a picture or in image, God, please take it, and then you forget to give the food, God won't complain. But when you are going and mixing with the human being, he will say, you are supposed to give me food where you were. And then what type of food you have served. And what is this? The living gods and goddesses you have to serve. What will happen to you? You will have your ego crushed. The Ramakrishna mission, almost 200 young men educated together. Ego, tremendous ego is there. Go and ask any Swami. They will be able to give some opinion for any problem. They are intelligent, they are educated, they have the personalities, but they are humble because Sri Ramakrishna. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna in the Shanga Rupa, that is Swami Vivekananda say. He is now in the form of the organization. Whoever is sitting on that chair, we must obey him. We must consider it's coming through Sri Ramakrishna. That is the way we are surviving. Many monks, they come, they will be there for 10 years. The moment they get the Gerua, immediately they go out. Why? They can go out and then mix with the devotees and start their own ashrama and all that, become a great Paramahamsa. And when he is moving, the devotees are following him, but alone. No. If you are in the organization, in the Shanga, then only your ego is going. Why the young couples cannot live with the other elderly parents? The ego. America, it says the custom. The moment you are 18 years, the son will be living the next house, but not with the parents. The parent is having a huge house. Only 2 old old couple, they will be there helping each other. Why the son and the wife cannot live? No, this is American style. Not American style. Ego. You cannot live with your parents because the father will say, why you are late in immediately. No, you cannot say anything. It's my life, personal life. Friends, actually, the culture means this. And when we are going to realize God, what thing that we need? Have we go to any particular place? At the great Himalaya, we have to go and then 14 days walk. Then we see nothing. The moment you remove your ego, you are God yourself. You are God there and then and there. Just remove the ego. That's why Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, not about food. People are so crazy about food. What you should take in the Monday, and then the Tuesday, then the Thursday is you should fast, and then Friday you should eat half. All these their routine they are making, good for their health, but not for the spirituality. Spirituality means you have to be free from ego. That's all. You need not to search anywhere. In Hindi, they always say, in a beautiful way. मैं को कहाँ ढूंढो बंदे, मैं तो तेरा पास में. It's not Hindi, but like that. मैं को कहाँ ढूंढो बंदे, where you are searching me, my friend. मैं तो तेरा पास में, I am just so close to you. खोजोगे तो अभी मिलूंगा. If you are searching, right this moment you will realize me. पल भर के तलाश में. Even before you are blinking, you can realize me. Pal bhar, and the blinking, you can realize me. How? Just be free from ego. Ego is a dangerous thing, but we do not know what. So Swami Vivekananda said, those who are egoistic live for themselves, their animal level. And then you become considerate. No, I can consider, I can have this thing, I am praying for them. I like to live in this way, at the same time, I can adjust. Many of you, those who have read the biography of Swami Vivekananda, must be remembering that he told his brother disciple, Turiyanandaji, Hari Bhai, his name was Harinath, Hari Bhai, I don't know whether I have realized God or not, but I can adjust with the shaitan if he is there. That means the most the difficult person, I can adjust with him. Why? I don't have the ego, but I have the self-confidence. With the self-confidence, I can lead. So this is called Manush Hava. You have to become human. First is this we should know, rebirth through culture. Then Brahmana through knowledge. And then realization of the Supreme Self. Then you are free. Most of the time we blame the parents if the children are doing anything. In the school, they will call the parents meeting. The moment they call the parents say, oh my God, what happened? Then they will be asking that child, hey, what you have done? I did nothing. Only I was throwing something to my teacher. That's all. Then the parents will go, taking the name of God, what is going to happen? And then they'll talk to the teacher. Then, like, all blame comes to the parents. Are they really only responsible for growing up a child? No. There are 6 influences. The first influence is, of course, the parents. Parents don't understand. Even a very little a child looking at them, they think that he won't understand or she won't understand, but it goes as a picture to their mind. Then when they grow up, they compare, oh my God, my father was doing the same thing. That means my father was doing this. So that is the way one should be very, very careful. If you don't marry, it's okay. But the moment you are married, you are a father or a mother, complete different dharma. Because you are presenting a human being to the human society. It is not a car. It is not the other things. It is a human being. The father and the mother, why they are highly respected? Because of they are giving the human being to the society. Here it says like that, first influence of the parents. And second is relatives. If the relatives are not properly behaving, that also goes into that character of that baby. Then sometimes the friends of the father, jokingly they will say, you know, your father, he used to still in a school. My God. Immediately, the child will lose the respect of the father. Is it, father? Have you ever done this? He'll be asking. But that friend, for him, it is nothing as a joke. But no, it's a great teaching for the child. So one must be very, very careful. The friends and the relatives. Then comes the neighbors. In the neighborhood where you are living, if the people are using the filthy words and then dresses and the way they move, and then your child will also get that influence by those people. You cannot blame the parents, but that is also when we are helping a human to grow, all these things are influencing him. Then comes the school. The school is a nice place, wonderful place. There we learn good and bad both. That is the problem. Swami Ranganathananda ji, the many of you know our president. The first day, and the 6 years in those days, we used to go to the school. And the 6th year he went to the school. The first day he learns a bad word, came back very happy, some new word he has learned, applied to the mother. And the mother, this is the mother immediately. His mother was so intelligent. Instead of shouting, beating, she told him, son, this is not a very good word. It's a very bad word. And if you are using these words, then your tongue will be in the place where Saraswati will never come. So never ever use these bad words. And he said to us, in the 6th year, he said that, now I am 60, never ever a bad word slipped from my tongue. So that that is school. That is also, school should be responsible to help the children to grow human. Social condition also. Then sometimes the young people, they get frustrated. What is happening? What will be? What after learning or going to the school or colleges, there is no job, there is no security, there is no respect, there is nothing is there. They get frustrated. So the social condition also influences a human being to grow. Esho Manusha, but become that. These are the influences is always coming. So in the social condition, there's a funny story. It's a long back in the Mahabharata age, when one young boy went to Drona. He said, I like to be your disciple and to learn archery. Oh no, you are low birth, so I cannot teach you. Brahmana or at least Kshatriya. Below, I won't. That the boy meditated and prayed. Then in the modern age, that Dronacharya became the principal of a college, and that boy became a Brahmin boy. Then he went over and made, sir, do you recognize me? I was a low-born, and then you didn't teach me. This time I am a Brahmin, and you are the teacher. So again, you have made a mistake. This time you should have been a low-born. So the quotas are there. So now I cannot give you any chance because you are Brahmin. So go back again, try ever. So like that it goes. It's a funny things were going on in the country. So this is the way there's a society also. Society has a great responsibility to develop the young minds. So that is, and then finally, philosophy. Not finally, this is the 6th one, the philosophy. If the philosophy is wrong, then the human being also become wrong. And the long back, I always quote this, one young boy, he came. In those days, they used to collect the stamps, Nowadays, there is no stamp. So they used to collect stamps. The young boys of our localities to come to Advaita Ashram. Because Advaita Ashram, we were publishers. And then people used to write to us from different countries. And I was using those envelopes as to preserve those for those boys. The one young boy came and he said, can you please give me a picture of Jesus Christ? Then I told, hey, you are a Hindu or not? Well, I am a Hindu. Then why you are asking about Jesus? Well, the Jesus photo is so beautiful. I like that photo. Then I told, why not Krishna? Krishna is more beautiful than Jesus. Then he said, the Krishna is also God, Jesus is also God. If you like to give me, but both are gods. So like that he argued, because Hinduism gives this liberty. The social condition always makes the mind broad. And if the philosophy is narrow, sectarian, the followers, they suffer. So in the Ramakrishna mission, the broadest. So we go to the Sikh and take prasad. We go to the Christian, we take prasad. We go to any, we are not having any problem. But some of them are there, the followers of Krishna, oh no, we don't take prasad, we don't take water even. And then you fast, what is there? No problem for us. So they won't take. But the Ramakrishna Mission, this teaches Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Anywhere you go, same God, same purity. It's no problem for us. You will wonder, the two brothers and a sister, the Muslims, they are from Calcutta in Chicago. So they fast for the whole month and they break that the last day in front of a holy person. But they were not knowing any Muslim people because they were new in Chicago. They talked to their mother. The mother from Calcutta said, "Is there any Ramakrishna mission?" Inquire. They typed Ramakrishna, Vivekananda, Ramakrishna. Then the Chicago came, Vivekananda Society. They contacted me. The Swamiji, these are the things we are fasting for the whole month. Now with the celebration, we like to eat, but eat before you. First, we will offer a holy person and say, hey, I am a Hindu. And you're offering food. No, mother said, any holy person, Ramakrishna Mission Swamis are all holy. So, I took another Muslim boy and a Christian boy and a Bengali boy, Hindu boy. We all went over there. We enjoyed their food. What is wrong? And they cooked so well. That lady is a doctor. She cooked so well and with great a devotion, she was offering the food. And what is wrong in this? Have I lost anything? I don't think. But this is called the broadness of the philosophy. So these are the main 6 influences that makes a man a human. We don't consider that. We always blame the parents. Anything wrong? Oh, the Baba Ma Shikha Daini. In Bengali, they always say the parents didn't teach him properly or her properly. It's nothing like that. But finally, it is the fate. His or her past karma. Maybe the parents are good. Maybe all they were helping her. But that poor fellow, the bad karma, and he or she will suffer. So this is the first thing. Now, it is the Kali Yuga. In the Kali Yuga, that influence is also there. Every Yuga influence is also there. When you see the Indians here in Europe and America, they are so prompt, so wonderful working. And even the males, they will come and they will wash the dishes. They will keep things properly. Same person, the moment they reach India, will never do. So they will never do, they won't do that. And even they are doing, people say, hey, why you are doing that so much? That is because of the situation, because of the environment. Here, the girls immediately, they're driving, they're cleaning many things in front of everyone, and no problem. But in our country, they won't be able to do that. Why? Situations. So that is one thing. And here, it is the Yuga. Yuga also influences. Satya Yuga, each and every one were good. But now is the Kali Yuga, the last Yuga. And what is the Kali Yuga? It says in the Mahabharata, Dutam Panam Striya Suna Yatra Adharma Chaturvidha. These are the 4 characteristics of the Kali Yuga. First is gambling, Dutam. Then Panam, drinking. And Striya, the last. Suna, killing innocent people. Yatra Adharma Chaturvidha. These are the worst thing that in the Kali Yuga they do. Almost all of us. And you will find even the children, they're playing. The games are also killing. So this is very peculiar. There's one young boy in Chicago, he has made a shop that if you go, they will put you some and covering your eye. I've forgotten that particular. And you can choose. And you whether the zombies you are fighting or the so then I chose, okay, just for the experience, and particularly this is Maya. So I wanted to experience the Maya. So I took that, and that was all the animals. And my God, when they were putting me, I was telling to myself, constantly, this is Maya, nothing is happening. I am here in the room. But will you believe? I don't know whether you have experience or not. And whoever comes, I inspire them, go and have the experience of the Maya. The moment you cover, then we are starting, and they started. Immediately, I forgot that I'm standing in the room. And I was thinking I'm in the world, in the wilderness, and the great animals are coming, chasing. I was going on shooting. Oh my God. Then, after 10 minutes, like the 10 years I passed, and someone was whispering, go to that place, hide yourself. And that's what I was doing, but I was not moving. Understand? They took the photo, the movie, then afterwards showed me, they see what you are doing. I was actually standing in one place. What did I do? Mentally. So this is everything mentally. So we have to be very careful to what actually we are observing. So these are the influences. Dutam, gambling, panam, striya, suna. These are the four things that is influencing each and every one of us. We cannot go without this. So, how to save ourselves and become human? That is what Swami Vivekananda said, come and become human. Now, we have to go on practicing Satya Yuga. Though we are in the Kali Yuga, all around things are happening like that, influences like that. But in the Satya Yuga, Tapa, Shaucham, Daya, Satyam, there are also four. Iti pada krite kritaha. Krite kritaha means Satya Yuga. They were successful. What? Tapa. What is that? Austerity. And what is austerity? When the mind is going to the bad things, bad thoughts, you have to withdraw that again and again. That is austerity. Not that in the winter you have to be bare body and nothing like that. Walking on the burning charcoals, nothing like that. It is only the mind. When the mind, the bad thoughts are coming, immediately you have to withdraw that and put it into on the about the God or anything. Ma Sharada Muni Devi said, Taposhar ki baba shudhu montake bhagavane charone rakha. That's true. What is tapasya? What is austerity? Somehow to keep the mind at the feet of the God. So you have to accept a God or goddess whom you love. And there are so many options are there in the Hinduism. Not that you have to choose only one. So many varieties. No, you choose again and again. Anything is happening. Oh God, oh God, oh God. That's all. As a children, they always do. Any problem, they will call mother and go, and then they will sit on the lap of the mother. They're safe. Same way we have to do. We have to take the name of God and go to him or her. The tapa. Shaucham, purity. What is purity? Love is purity. Because purity doesn't mean that you have to drink the Ganga water only. They say, if you take the Ganga water, what happens, in the Ganga water? The moment we say Hindus, psychologically, is the Ganga water coming from the matted hair of the Shiva. So obviously it is very pure. Then so many monks, they bathe over here and they chanted the mantras. It's a pure water. Psychologically, it helps you. But the Shaucham, the purity means love. If you have love, then everything is pure. Many of you know the story. Ma Sharadamani Devi, she was so sincere at the time of offering the food to Thakur. And one day so happened they were traveling, they stopped in some place, they were cooking on the wayside. And when they wanted to take out that, it was the earthen pot, it broke, and the rice, cooked rice, fell on the street itself. Ma Sharadamani Devi telling Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, today if I again cook, it will take long time and children are hungry, so please eat this from here. So from above, because the rice fell in this way, from above she collected some rice, offered it to Thakur. Can anyone do that? But love can do. If you have love, you can do that. And that is the reason when the guests have come, the wife will prepare some good food and offer them. And when the husband is telling, is there anything for me? Tomorrow. This tomorrow for the whole life is going on every day tomorrow. Because the love, so they can say, but the guest, they cannot say, hey, come tomorrow. And so that is the reason love can really do anything. It is called purity. The purity means love. Why we love mother? Because love. We know that mother is scolding us but we know the mother is loving us. The love that makes things pure. And daya, the shaucham, purity, and daya. Daya means it's a compassion, feeling that that person is me. That is called daya. That's a beautiful, the quality. One lady, she was practicing, that in Hinduism, you can worship God in different forms. Even sometimes you can worship God as your lover. So as a son, as a lover, as your master, and like that, like that. But that lady, she used to worship God as her lover. And as because Sri Ramakrishna was considered as God at his time, she came and wanted to offer like that. But Sri Ramakrishna's idea was child and the mother. He could not understand, bear that. And he was shouting, Ma Sharadamani Devi, the wife, when she noticed that another lady is going to her husband, how others will react. But mother told, oh, why he is scolding her so much? Look at it. Why he is scolding her so much? The poor soul doesn't know. Then go and bring her to me. And she sent someone to bring that lady to her. This is called daya. And that is human. This consideration, that is called human. And satya, that is the truthfulness. Satya, when we say truthfulness, when you are helping someone, even if you say the untruth, that is also truth. Once it so happened that a rishi who never ever said untruth, so he suddenly noticed that a gentleman came, as the blood was all over. He said, sir, please protect me. But rishi didn't say anything. Then he went to the left side. He noticed. Then after some time, some people came and they knew that this person never said that untruth. They said, sir, have you seen someone? Yes. Which side he has gone? This side. Opposite he showed. He told the untruth to save the life of this person. And that is called truthfulness. If it is necessary for the betterment of others, you can tell the untruth. That will be the truth. The Satya, one must understand this. Yudhishthir was thinking, I have practiced truth all through. Now the Krishna, the Lord himself, is asking him to tell the untruth, because to save the life of the hundreds and thousands of people, but he was hesitating. Because of that, Yudhishthir had to go at least to see the hell. He didn't go to hell, but he had to see. Why? He ignored the God's will. Ignored the God. What the God, the Krishna himself was telling. If you tell the untruth, that will save the thousands of lives. That is the truth. So truthfulness is also very, very important to understand. So what we should do to become man, tapa, shaucha, daya, satyam. Swami Vivekananda, when he is asking, now you should come and become man. So this is, and then another two qualities. To develop these qualities, in the Hinduism, they made a wonderful way. First, they have divided an individual person in the four quarters. First is the brahmacharya, then the garastha, the vanaprastha, and sannyas. Suppose it is 100 years and the fast 25, 25, 25, 25. So this way they have divided. You are learning fast, but within the 16 years they used to learn. First within 16 years. 6 to 16, they should go to a guru and learn and then come back and then settle down. And then they will work for the society, whatever you have learned. By that way, they used to practice the all righteousness and as a human being. So this is called that. First, human society, they developed in a wonderful way so that they can help themselves to grow as man. Man is not an ordinary thing. Human birth, after many millions birth, we get it. 83 millions birth. We start with the stone and then slowly, slowly, the fishes and these and that. Then ultimately we come to the, 20,000 years we live like the trees. And another 20,000 years as a stone. And then slowly, slowly the life comes and movement comes. According to the Bhagavata, they say this is the best opportunity to realize God as a human. Gods cannot realize because the gods are the good people who have done good work has become God, but they are not muktas. They are bound. They have the desire again. They will come back in the human form again and start this life. Those who have committed the wrong thing, they have gone to the hell, the naraka. There are 7 narakas. And the good as a heaven is above 7. But all these 14 worlds will come over here again. And that is why Shankaracharya said, the 3 things by the blessings of God only one can get. What are the 3 things? Manushyattva, Mumukshutva, Mahapurusha Samasraya. So I will ask this again, don't forget it. Every time we say and you forget, of course, that is good. The same thing we can repeat all the time. Then after me, another Swami will come, same thing he will say, and he will listen and forget. Manushyattva, Mumukshutva, Mahapurusha Samasraya. These are the 3 great qualities. He said, only by the grace of God you can get. Shankara is telling, by the grace of God, Shankaracharya. Advaita Vedantin. First is Manushyattva. Swami Vivekananda is giving the call, come become man. Mumukshutva, already you are having. Otherwise, why you will register and come today? Because you like to know something. You like to know about the religion. You like to know about the practices. Some mumukshuta, I like to go beyond this human life. What is there? There must be something spatial, spiritual life. So that is called mumukshuta. Very, very rare. If you ask someone, that I like to talk to you about Bhagavad Gita, can we make it tomorrow? He will say. Sometimes today I'm a little busy, some appointment. Tomorrow, oh no, tomorrow is also I'm busy. Maybe next month I will call back to you. They will never call back. But if you say you must be very busy, but I had some gossip, something to tell about Har, Har. But anyway, you are busy. We will sometime we'll discuss. No. We don't know what. He will have a lot of time to listen about that. By nature, it is not he or she. It is not me or you. It is the nature. They're constantly pulling down. And we enjoy that. And that is why we have to make our sadhana. Sadhana means practicing to uplift the mind. And here it says, through the different ashramas, we practice that. Brahmacharya, then Garhastha. Whatever you have learned, now you are utilizing that knowledge for the society. Society is giving you the money and you are earning and enjoying. Of course, you can do that without harming anyone. If you are enjoying yourself, then what is wrong? Nothing wrong. Then one gentleman was telling, Swamiji, now my family, my wife and others, they like to go for cruising. But it's not that a sin. Who said? Who said there's a sin? As a grihastha, you must go. And then I told, do you know, I'm also planning to go for a cruise. Experience for me, but actually I'm taking some of the devotees, they're elderly people, and they are planning, they will pay for me, but I like to be there. But anyway, this is nothing wrong. You are not harming anyone. You are not disturbing anyone. You are not cheating or creating problem for anyone. Rather, you are helping the economy. Why not? Do that. And that is the way, but don't get involved into it. But if we are involved, every time one couple is there, they have traveled almost all the cities in the world. I think 192 you have already visited. No, Maharaj, but 100 and 92 still there. Move on. But that is not good. That is not good. But anyway, that is, you are not harming anyone, it's no problem. You are earning your money in a good way and living your life without disturbing others. You are a righteous man. You are a religious man. Sometimes we always consider, oh, we are grihasthi, we are sinner. Nothing like that. As a group of people are there, the monks, they will go to the house and we never eat from them. They'll say, give the money, we will purchase and cook for ourselves. But you are a sinner. Whatever you have cooked, we cannot take. I told, oh my God, that is an insult to us. I have earned money, and that money becomes pure to you. And with that money, if I cook some food, that becomes impure to you. I'm not going to help you anyway. Go away. So that is the way I think. So this is called I have not done anything wrong. Then that way, my parents are the sinners. No, we cannot consider it in that way. No one will say that. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna used to worship his mother. He was the God himself, but took that lady. So that is where we have to understand. So brahmacharya, garastha. Then come retired life. That is the best life. Because now you have money, now you have experience, and now you have time. In the retired life, mostly people, they become dejected. Maharaj, what we will do? Because retired life is the best life. And you should go in different places. If you have the Ramakrishna Mission connection, no problem. All over the world, all Ramakrishna Mission ashrams are there. You go. Wherever you go, just go and tell your guru's name. Then I'm the disciple of so and so. Then immediately Acha come and like that, you become like a family. Or you should go and learn and meditate and give more time for repetition of the name. Because you have time. But you must have connection with your friends and relatives. So your mind become active. You must have some exercises because your body should be okay and enjoy the life. That is called Banaprastha. And in the Banaprastha, you are exchanging your knowledge for the benefit of the others without any charges. But you don't need money. So you are having some quality like you are mathematicians, you are English teacher, you are this, you are that you can share with others where they need it. So young people, they are learning, they're coming up. Banaprastha, not that you have to go to the jungle and sit over there. And in fact, there is no jungle nowadays anywhere. Wherever you go, there's a trouble will come. But Banaprastha means this. Then ultimately, you know what, whether you want it or not, you have to be a sannyasi. The brahmacharya, garastha, banaprastha, sannyasa. And what is sannyasa? Sannyasa doesn't mean that you have to wear the gerua cloth. It's a reminder only. In the Bhagavad Gita, it says, Giyasa nitta sannyasi, yo nadeshti na kangshati. Giyasa nitya sannyasi. He is eternally sannyasi. Yo not deshti. Aversion. Oh, I don't like them. I don't like to go there. He never does that. Now, kangshati. He never expect anything from anyone. He is a real sannyasi. Only wearing this gerua is not a sannyas. Sannyasa means this attitude, this mental condition. is never expecting anything from anyone and not angry or dejecting things. No, it is okay. You have to practice that. Why? Ananda. Then ultimately the time will come. You have to leave this world, and then you can say, I love this world also loved me. And everyone, I never hurt anyone, and no one hurt me. And even if they have, then by mistake they have done it. And that is the fulfillment of the human life. You go in peace. And when you are closing your eyes, your chosen goal you can see. I like to be a very powerful man in the future, you will become. I like to go beyond all this name and form, you can do that. So I like to go to the Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna's place, you can. And all that is depending on you because you have practiced all through as a human. So come, become man. Man means responsibility. I will conclude about this. You know, the man is standing on two legs. And what are those two legs? Shraddha and Kritagata. Shraddha and Kritagata. These are the two legs. On that, a human is standing. And what is Shraddha? Respect and acceptance. When the mother says, the father says, or the grandparent says, or the teacher says, or the guru says, I accept that. Yes, that is true. That is good. They must have done then this way. Yesterday, I was visiting a girl. She's not interested much about my visiting to her house, but her father, I knew him for a long time in Assam, in India. Maharaj, you are going to London. My daughter is in London. Please visit her. Last 3 times I could not. This time it's okay. Ask your daughter. I went and she's a good girl. Now the father wanted that I should go and see it, and father wanted that she should prepare something to offer to me. Then father wanted that she should touch my feet in this way. She did all those. Why? Because the father wanted. Not that she is doing for me, but afterwards she was very friendly with other devotees. But father said, so let me do it. Father will be, not only that, and called the father and showed that she is doing as a proof. So the father said, the children, they are observing, doing Shraddha. This is Shraddha. My papa, my father, my daddy said, I must do it. That is called Shraddha. My guru said, I must do it. This is Shraddha. And at the same time, self-confidence is called Shraddha. I can do it. As many others can do, I can also do. But the funny thing, sometime we had a brahmachari at the time of our training in Beluru Math, and he had a great Shraddha on himself, and he thought that he will become a singer. But that became a torture for us because his voice was very coarse voice and no idea of sare gama, etc. But he will never leave the harmonium. He'll continuously carry the harmonium wherever he goes. And our time was only after lunch. After lunch, 2 hours, there was a gap. And the early morning, 3:30, you have to get up and do this, do that, attending the classes. That was the time we used to sleep like a log, and then he will practice. Suddenly, my God, what is happening? No, don't worry, he is singing, practicing. Then how to stop it, because he won't listen to us. Then we told him, why don't you go and sing before our principal? He will appreciate this. And at noontime, so somehow that clicked. And when he went and sang that, then immediately the Maharaj came and told, see, you like to practice this? Yes. You better go to that. And there was a paddy field. And you know, the center of the paddy field, there will be a small hut where the people will be sitting and driving the birds and animals. He was asked to, And literally, whether he learned the singing or not, but no bards came. So that was a great Shraddha. So he was having, oh my God. I don't know whether still he is there or not and practicing, but there's a Shraddha. But Shraddha means I have the confidence that I can do it. But after, not that I have to learn this much, I can do something else, something else. So, like this, one must have the Shraddha. And Kritagata, that is a great word. So, that's why when you are becoming a human, you have to have these two qualities must Shraddha and Kritagata. You must have the respect for your parents, for your teachers, for your society, for your Janmabhoomi. Why? They have given you the protection so you could grow up. So that is called Shraddha. One gentleman, he came, Swamiji, I am leaving America. Oh, this is the wrong place, etc. etc. How long you were here? 35 years I came. 35 years. As a student, you came, you utilized their university, you utilized their the condition, business condition, earn money, and then he purchased the condo and near the Nariman Point and all that. That is very costly. That means he must have earned all the everything he did in America. Now that he is going back, he's blaming the land. I told, no, sir, I cannot support you. Because, no, Swamiji, these people, they, whatever they may be, but you got the situation to live over here. You must be respectful. That's called Shraddha. You must be a man. I must know, yes. They may be in their own way. That I may not like, but they help me to grow over here. So we must help them. That is called Shraddha. I sometimes tell our people, then when they will be spending a lot of money unnecessarily, I tell, why don't you help your teachers in the primary level, in the villages, and you have learned ABCD from someone. Have you ever inquired about that teacher, how he is living now? Why don't you go and give some guru dakshina to him? $10,000 if you give, 10,000 is nothing for you now. But 10,000, he will bless you all through his art. He can live. And you can develop your village schools. You can make the beautiful playground for the young children there. Maybe the school classrooms of painting. It doesn't take much money for you. Maybe the library and auditor, that laboratory, the teacher's common room with the attached bathroom. Can't we do it? We can do it. But that is called Shraddha. We must give back. And what will happen, You will get 10 times more benefit out of that. Whatever you give to the God, God gives you back 10 times more. You will get happiness. You will get respect. You will get whatever you want just by giving that. So this is the Shraddha one must have, and Kritagata. Long back, in the millennium, I was in Andaman. The first sun is rising in the Kachal, and there's an island there, it was rising. So the governor and many other officers and their wives, the children, and also some VIPs, they were sailing for that. Governor used to love me. He said, Swami, you also come. I went to see that. I'm curious to see. So I went there. So when I was there in the ship, all people, they were frowning at me. The Swami, you like, why they are frowning at me? Why they are angry? Only one room that I got, then I understood. Actually, they wanted to drink and dance. But the governor told the holy man is here, so no drinking. So they became angry with me. All the 2 days that we are sailing, oh my God, they were very angry with me. So then I stopped visiting that kitchen. I started inside. So at least they will. So like that. Now, when he reached over there, the first thing they did, they're all Navy officers, Army officers. So they went over there. They're Kshatriyas. They should do that. They went over there in the land. They were having the nice time. I was almost alone in the whole ship. And then the lady, the governor's wife, she was there, and two, three others. So when the first sun rise, oh, beautiful, and I was worshipping the sun. Then, as usual, the Hindus, they do. And after that, when I went and sat in a place and on the open the ship to meditate, I found the CNN, that American this thing. They came and they are placing their cameras and all that. Hey, who are you people and what is going on? He said that we are going to take an interview. And what interview? See, this is a special day. It will never come back to us. So we are celebrating all over the world. But why you worship that? Don't you know that the sun is only a star? Why the Hindus, they worship the sun? Then I immediately, because the God's grace, the reply came. I told, suppose you are hungry. Suppose you are thirsty. You are going to die without food and drink, water. That moment someone comes and help you. Will you forget? Will you forget that help? No. Look at the sun. We know that that is a star only. But because of the sun, all of us are surviving. The Hindus are a grateful nation. That's why they give the most respect as God, sun god. Same way the fire god. Same way the river, the ocean, the trees, the birds. We worship each and everyone because they are all helping us to survive. Gratefulness. The Kritagata, that we should not forget. The Shraddha and Kritagata. So when Swami Vivekananda gave the call, Esho Manusha, then ultimate character, 6. Can you name one or two? Parents, relatives, neighbors, school, and I go one by one. And the school are only other two. Society and then philosophy. But after these 6, apna kapal. And sometimes in America, some young boys, they come to me and I tell them, do you know, so many millions of people are waiting to come to America. It's a dream for them to come to America so that they can make their life. You were born over here. You couldn't utilize. And now drugs and these and that, you lost so many. They do not know. Rich people's son, they don't understand what benefit they are getting by taking birth in that. Everything is there. That is called kapala. They don't understand what benefit. Father must be a great person. He is responsible to all. He is getting that benefit. Instead, he will be a carefree or non-listen. By that way, the West is that is called kapala. That's very good. And the other two great quality to become human, Shraddha, Kritagyata. So this is the Shraddha means faith and Kritagyata means gratefulness. We should be grateful. If someone gives the little water to at a time of so we must be grateful. Swami Vivekananda became very famous. He returned back to India and everywhere celebration was going on. Then one day in that one place called in Himalaya, so they were also invited Swamiji and celebrating. And that is the place where Swami Vivekananda, those who have read the biography, when he was traveling long back and with his brother disciple, because he was so hungry and thirsty, he fainted. Then his brother ran to some nearby place to bring some little water and all. One Muslim gentleman noticed that. He came and offered him a cucumber. And that cucumber, they helped him to get little water and also the food. Then he got up. Now, this time, when Swamiji was sitting on the dais with all the great people, suddenly noticed that Muslim gentleman, very, the humble person, He was at the back trying to see Swamiji. Swamiji noticed him, immediately got down, went over there, and almost forced him to come on the dais and said, "You know, you could not see Vivekananda if he was not there at that time. He saved my life." And Ramakrishna Mission noticed it. And then afterwards, from the Ramakrishna Mission, we made him a house and gave the money for the education of the children. That person passed away. All the generations, Ramakrishna Mission going on, because he saved the life of Swami Vivekananda. So this is called Kritagata. The Shraddha and Kritagata. All these photos are here. With great respect, we are looking at them. Almost puja we do, but it is Shraddha. Because of them, because of their teaching, we are encouraged every day. The moment we come and look at them, we get the encouragement. So that is called Shraddha. So two things one must have, and then she'll be considered as human, Shraddha and Kritagata. So now if you have any question, then we can have some 20 minutes time. Yes.
You explained Manushyatva and Mumukshvatva, but could you explain the third quality?
Mahapurusha Samasraya. Mahapurusha. Mahapurusha means the great personalities. Samasraya, their company. That means a guru. Sometimes you have the desire, you are a human being, and then you have a desire to be good. Then by mistake you go to a wrong person's hand and everything is spoiled. And that's why Mahapurusha Samasraya. Mahapurusha Samasraya. This is the second verse in the Vivek Chudamani of Shankaracharya. You will find there. Thank you. Any other? Yes.
You told us about the Muslim gentleman and how Ramakrishna machines help them. I know that. Could you just remind us where this place is?
Almora. Almora. And there's little distance from the, I think 12 miles from the Almora city. Now that place has been protected by some devotees. They give money, so the fencing is there, the boundary wall, and that family got a very good house and all that. But whoever devotees goes, they always go over there and help them. And still now the granddaughter of that gentleman, she is looking after that place where Swamiji fell down, and that's. Any other question? Yes, sir.
Yoga, you've got the four qualities with tapas, saucha, daya. What was the
Satyam.
Thank you.
Tapa, Shaucham, Daya, Satyam. And these are the iti padaha. Pada means these are the qualities. Krite kritaha. Krite krita is Satya Yuga. And there was no bad people in Satya Yuga. Only 12 rishis were there and the 4 brahmacharis. The Brahma was very happy. They're good people. Then he got some self-confidence. I can create. And he mixed. And the first time, he took only Sattva Guna, used that. So the 12 Swamis and that. Next time, he at the time of mix, keep the Rajaguna, a little Tama. Then came the Ravana. And then Brahma was scared. Oh my God, what I have created. Then finally, there was almost very little left, Sattva Guna, Rajo and Tama, at the time of Krishna. And then this Kali Yuga, only Tama. Yeah.
Mention that to progress in spirituality, we need to relinquish our ego. However, there's also advice that, and you said that, someone who has progressed, we can associate even with the shaitan and be fine. And equally, we are told that go towards satsang. Be very careful about the sort of people you interact with, because that influences our own character.
That's true.
So how do I balance these two? Make sure that I can adjust with people, but at the same time, be discerning and be careful about who I associate with, because Ramakrishna Thakur also said that when the plant is small, you need to surround it.
Fence that.
Fence it. And only when it turns into a tree, you can be in a position to interact. So that is my question. How do I reconcile these two things? Because I don't feel confident enough sometimes mixing with certain people.
That's good. That's true. So the one thing is, if you have the male body, then some facilities they get. If the drunkard comes and sit by my side, I will take out my handkerchief to cover my nose, that much. I'm not afraid of him. But a lady will be afraid, so the drunkard. But this time when I was flying, I was afraid. You know why? They allotted me the middle seat. I was very happy. Then in the right side, one lady came. Oh my God, right. Then the left also another lady came. I stood up. I don't know. Because it's a night journey. And obviously, even if you're sitting like this, you may go, and it's very, very dangerous. No, this problematic. If they say anything, then it will be very dangerous. So what to do? I got up and thought that standing is also okay. I can go up and down. Then Arup came, that one young boy, that he came and talked to that lady. One seat was there, so he allotted. So these, you have to adjust. You have to understand. You have to adjust. Not that they are bad ladies, but it's situation. So my body is so big, na? So naturally they are sitting by the side. So it is better not to be there in sins. So that is that. They also appreciated me. So you have to understand where I should go and where I should not. So that is your understanding. Long back, the young age, one of my best friend, I was very close to him. He took me to a meeting, and that was the meeting of the Nakshals. Have you heard the name of Nakshal? So there, I found that the people are coming. A whole room is dark, and only one lamp is burning, and you cannot see the faces of the other people. And those who came, they were also covering their face. And they told, you have to go and throw the bombs over there. I told, but who are you people? Then they said, they asked the boy to go out. That was good. They asked me to go out. Then afterwards, I told my friend, see, they are not open, so don't go to this. But he didn't listen. Ultimately, he had to suffer a lot. So you have to have some idea yourself to protect yourself. Where I am going, what is happening. My mother was not there, father was not there. I was a young boy, like that, my friend, but I was not emotional. I was very careful. Then who are these people and what actually they're going to do? And these are the things that you have to choose. That's why the God is good. And prayer to God also will help you. Yes, sir.
And you mentioned about 4 stages of our life. Brahmacharya, Grahastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasa.
Correct.
Where does Ramakrishna mission come? The reason I'm saying that I was initiated by my study Vishuddhananda Maharaj, long time ago, at the age of 14, and with the influence of my mother. And since then, I came, it was in Shillong. And I came to Calcutta, became a doctor and and just now retired at the age of almost 80. So I was thinking, because at the beginning, at the age of 14, because by the influence of mother, and also there was a Maharaj called Tulikanam. And he influenced me to get the diction.
Mm.
But I could not understand and explain what does it mean. But I just took the advice of friends. Then when I came to Calcutta, I forgot about all the rituals and other things. What about diction? And then I restarted it. I could not find what was the month. It was my younger brother who was 2 years, he also got initiated on 1st Vaishak 1960. He told me something. I think you, Bhartanandaji here, he also didn't know that Ishatmananda Maharaj used to give 2 months. So I was in a bit of confusion, illusion that where am I going? So I still don't understand why there was a big gap in my stage.
That is, if you could continue, then it would have been better, but nothing wrong. You and your brother took initiation the same day from the same guru, right? Now, your brother remembered, so he told you that these are the things our guru said. Always you can do that because the guru bhai and the sister, they can exchange among themselves, they can discuss among themselves. So now your brother, whatever he has said, now you remember that, you repeat that with the faith. Now, 2 mantras, they previously, all our gurus, they used to give 2 mantras, including Atmastanandaji Maharaj, not very recently we can say, she used to give 2 mantras. There's nothing wrong in that. So you can repeat that mantra with the faith. And if you think that 2 mantras are too long, repeat 1 mantra. That will also help you. So don't lose it. You know, this mantra means those who are giving you, they practice that. And then with that power, it comes down to you. You do not know how it is acting. You are a doctor. You suggest some medicine to some your patient. So you are having this thing, take this medicine. Patient is believing you. He doesn't know what are the ingredients and how it is acting in the body. Just believed you. And after taking the medicine, the cure. Similarly, the guru gave the mantra. You need not to bother about what are the ingredients, what is the meaning, why this, why that. You forgot that period, forgot. No problem. I was preparing myself at that time, so I'm sorry, but I forgot that. Now again, after the retirement, now I have come back and I'm taking that mantra. You take that mantra, repeat that mantra.
For about more than 40 years.
Mba.
There was a gap.
Hmm.
Which I cannot regret it.
Oh, that is okay, no problem. You know that now that you are sincerely doing it, it will be more faster than practicing from the beginning. Sometimes some people take it for granted, oh, it will be slowly. But now this moment, oh, I lost my for so many years. So naturally, you will do it better. I saw a movie, a runner fell down because someone that toppled and then, but then she was sitting and thinking, what shall I do? Then suddenly remembered, why not finish the run? She got up and then to cover the time she lost by falling and sitting, she ran so fast, she became the fast. They finished the fast. So that way, don't worry, you will be reaching there. Maybe I'll be waiting for you there. Don't know where you are going, but we will do.
Unique. Sure.
Yeah, Vishwas. Yeah. Thank you.
So this question is with regards to Swamiji and the transformation he was going through during his Paribrajaka time, and by the time he started for the US, right? So you mentioned, I'm probably considering the fact that you are alluding to Roma's book on his life. So there, as you just mentioned, he met Tulyanandaji, and the two brother disciples are meeting, Swamiji is saying to Nityanandaji that, Hari Bhai, I do not understand your so-called religion, but my heart has grown very, very large. So large that I'm not able to contain. After a pause, he said, maybe on that occasion, that I'm going to America, but I shall not come back unless I drop myself like a bomb on the society and make it follow me like a dog.
Correct.
So the question is, or rather the view is that the kind of transformation that Swamiji was going through at this point of time, from Sachidananda to Vividishananda to finally Vivekananda, what he became world famous. Is it due to the fact that his journeys in India and getting to know the various classes of society at that point in time, and having the ability to meet both the king and the poor alike, all these things brought together the change, or he already had a mission in his mind that I have to go to the West and have to show my Guru's words, because he never really mentioned Thakur in the West in the initial days. He was only referring to the Vedanta. What made him make a statement like that? Because it's a little bit uncommon statement at those points in time. But then, given the fact that it's Vivekananda, he was always revolutionary that way or the other. But what was the transformation that went through?
The transformation, this is the first time in the history of spirituality. As a religious person, he never meditated on God, meditated on the human being suffering. So he traveled the length and breadth of the whole India. But before that, I must remind you, as because you have read the biography very nicely, thoroughly, and he wanted to meditate only. So when Sri Ramakrishna wanted, hey, what do you want? I like to meditate like a Shukadeva, and then Vivekananda said, if you can see God by closing your eyes, can't you see the God with open eyes? This is Sri Ramakrishna Vivekananda's Vedanta. The Shankara's Vedanta, but the same Vedanta now in applied form. And if you can see God with closing your eyes, can't you see God? That same Vivekananda, he traveled the length of breadth and then understood, as you mentioned, the king, the educated, the poor, the downtrodden people, and then he went to that island, small, the stone that was there in the Kanyakumari. Sitting over there, he never meditated on God. He meditated on suffering of the human being. How to eradicate? I am a sannyasi. I am approaching the rich people, they are not reacting. I am approaching to the educated people, they are not listening. Then what to do? Then he saw his guru indicating that you must go to the West. He could feel that the Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he gave the darshan. He came in person and asked him to go to the West. He understood the indication. Then he wrote to the mother, is it true? But Sri Ramakrishna is asking me to go. Mother, so all those things that are happening is for you. So these are the transformation. He got the confirmation at the inside. He understood that what is going to happen. Naturally, when he was going to and because it is not the India of the political or the geographical condition. The political boundary is not that India he mentioned. He mentioned the India, the eternal India, the truth that was there. That is Vedanta. So he was telling, I am going to do that. But under the rule of the foreigners, from 11th century to 19th century, India lost the self-confidence. They thought nothing is going to happen to us. Like this only we will, my grandfather lived in this way. I am living, my son will also live. So he said, no, I am going to throw the bomb. And then the people, this educated and so-called rich people, who never listened to him, will follow me. I like the dog means as humble as like that. They will follow me. So that is exactly he did. It is not from ego, but the self-confidence. And he knew what is going to happen. And when he started this organization, he said, look at it. See, do you know that No business houses support us. We don't have any support of the business houses. No government support us. We government support only the schools and colleges. They're supposed to run. We are organizing and they give the salary of the teachers, that much. But we are growing and steadily. Look at it. Ramakrishna, Swami Vivekananda came to America 1892. Then his brothers also came, disciples of Sri Ramakrishna. Then their initiated disciples. But they were all stalwarts in spirituality. Even then, from 1892 to 2025, how many centers we are having? How much money we are having? Nothing comparing with others. They came and then so many things they did. So much of money, manpower, influences. Then if you say, oh, Ramakrishna Mission is not good, no, we are going steadily, but with great honesty. Great honesty. If anyone is giving any donation, immediately we write the receipt. But unfortunately, many of the holy places I have seen, they keep the big boxes. These big, can you imagine? Up to this. You have to climb the steps and then throw. Then why? They say, no, that is called hundi. Then the hundi, those donation that comes, you cannot imagine the wealth that they are accumulating. Who is giving money over there? One incident I will tell you. I was in Andaman and I was having only 1,000 rupee in my pocket, 50 hungry boys, and 3 Swamis, 3 or 4. Every day I used to use the water to see the 10 rupees not double going, like that. That is the place I understood the suffering of the people. And every day, night, I'm going to bed. Tomorrow morning, what will happen if the money is not coming? Like this was going on. That time, one person, he sent a car, 3 bagfuls of money, big boxes, big like this, and full of money. And he told Swamiji, if you keep these 3 boxes under your bed, after 4-5 days, we will take 2 back and 1 will be left to you. And I said, who has sent? This named person. I knew him. It was all black money. He was an officer. He did all this. I knew because people used to discuss that from Delhi, a group of people have come to check his house, his office, and all that, as they call the raid and all. Now he is trying to save that money, and he will sure that no one will come to me to check. And we were in a very poor condition. But I told no, Swamiji, you are making a great mistake. You need not to go to anywhere for donation. So much of money. 1 bag full we will leave to you. I told no, sir. Please take it back. I lifted the bag to give it back. No. So with the help of some students, because they are all young boys, because they also helped, I lifted them. Please go. And I was harsh on them. So please go, otherwise I'll call police. So they left. I could take that. I never. I suffered a lot, but will never help this type of dirty money. But after some time, suddenly there was another old temple, very dilapidated condition. Suddenly I saw that man with nice dress coming to meet me. Swamiji, how are you? By seeing him, I told, this change is there. What is the matter? I told, have you got some donation? Oh, don't worry. Now the God has given so much of money. We are rebuilding the temple. Acha, that 1 bag, right? Go on. So this way we work, always truthful, because we know this world is temporary. Why we should do that? We are only trying to help people by how? This, please remember this, as because you have very well read in Swamiji's books. The Swami Vivekananda said, my philosophy can be said in 2 sentences. Only 2. To make people aware about their divine nature and to help them to manifest it. That much. What we are doing to make people aware about their divine nature. Esho Manush hao. And after lunch, I will give another call of Swamiji. But devata hoite hoibe. Kawa dawa hoye geche? Esho, now come, become human, and after food you are satisfied, chalo, become God. Now, ebar devata hoite hoibe. So why? Because we are already devata. Only awareness of that. Yeah.
Bit of ego. What is the definition of ego?
That is, the I sense that consciousness which is reflecting on the buddhi by mistake, I repeat, by mistake, get associated with the body. And we call it I. That much. This consciousness, if it is not there, this body has no use. We burn or bury. But that consciousness somehow get associated with this body and is called I. If we can understand that subtle point, immediately you are Brahmagyani. So I think we should say,
I have too much self-confidence. So people that's ego, but too much ego is self-confidence. How can we
the ego and self-confidence are two different things. So I always say like this, the egoistic person will say, I only can do it. But you know, in America, we have a great person. I only can do it. But the self-confident person will say, I too can do it. Swami Vivekananda said, become like Nachiketa, Sraddhavan. What does Nachiketa said? When his father said, I give you to the king of death. Then he said, Bahunamemi pratama, Bahunamemi madhyama, Kim siddhi yamasya kartavyam yan mayadha karishyati. I am first among many. I am second among many. See, that is called that I am not egoistic, but self-confident. I can do it. Many people are, I am first among many and second among many, but I am not the worst one. Why the father asked me to go to the god of death? That is called self-confidence. I have some quality, I can sing, but at the same time, many others are there, we can also sing. So that is why. So if we continue, then I don't think the lunch will be served. Because this our Swami Shiva is a